we back. It is morning. You guys wake up in the mansion, nice and comfy.
I don't wake up because I don't sleep.
It's true. What have you
I
been doing all
forget.
night?
Reading.
Aha.
You can read. Is it about rocks?
It's always about rocks. That's a secret.
Definitely. Yeah.
After reading that one book, he's got that secret fascination now.
He doesn't like to admit it to anyone, but it's true. It's canon.
It's his
Not
guilty
even
pleasure.
himself, not even himself because he doesn't enjoy it.
Why still read
Some
this garbage?
people read
Why?
smut. Bath reads rock books. All right.
One book and people think you're a stoner.
You guys ready to get going? We can get there pretty damn quick.
How?
I'm not even gonna give him a response to that. I'm gonna walk out the mansion and start preparing the spell.
I'll be over there. Come on, Bath. It's cloud time.
It's cloud time.
Yeah.
Some might say we're going to cloud 9.
So, when you step out of the mansion, it is raining heavily. It's cold.
Lovely.
You're wet now. It's not quite cold enough for snow, but if it was, it'd probably be less miserable.
Well, let's hope these cloud forms don't keep us soaked.
The water will kind of go through us. Anyways, casting the spell.
Just stand we go.
Uh-huh.
All right.
So it's at 24 miles. How far can we go now?
Let me look at the spell. Wind walk. So it basically 10 times. So instead of 24 miles, you can go 240.
Damn.
It's pretty good. And you can take a beeline. You don't even have to stay on the road. So
Yeah, we can skip
and
over the part of the forest.
like it'll take
refreshing
you
this.
half a day to get there.
Now I gotta refine me on the map. Here we go. Now that's gotta load.
Like if you had done this from Waterdeep, it would have taken you about a day.
Over a week.
Yeah,
We did that so I could read my book, though.
it's true. Okay.
Okay, Vat got to finish up on his rock book, so
You guys leave the
before-
cart there and the unknown fate of your noble steeds.
Our meteors.
they're fine.
Horse yours? We'll workshop it.
Let's not.
I missed what he said.
I said horse yours? We'll workshop it.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Set up horse meteors.
Horse yours.
We can still communicate in this form, right?
Yeah, you can
What's
still talk to
today's
each other.
forecast? Horse showers.
I hope that's not on today's forecast. Well, once we make it to Stone Stand,
We're at
it's
10.
12 miles into the forest. We just follow the No, just follow me.
So, remind me,
Okay,
why are we here
Zine, give
again?
me a survival check.
I'm
Um,
following you.
I do have instructions on how to get there.
yeah, like the DC was not very high. Um,
Okay.
yeah, and there are rings of different sizes of mushrooms. Um, and like bright green grass in the center, traditionally known as fairy circles, or fairy rings. Um, and you take your time, you slow down, you're not flying at full speed. Um, and eventually you come to a uh, a decently sized cabin in the middle of this forest. This forest is a little different from the Neverwinter Wood. Um, uh, the Neverwinter Wood is a lot of I don't know. Is it what kind of trees make up the Neverwinter Wood, Esmore? Is kind of your home.
Neverwinter wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be more of like your base, with some oak.
Okay. A lot of deciduous trees.
Nothing really. Yeah, nothing really spectacular going on there.
Gotcha. Um, then at least the northern part of the High Forest, especially the area where you're at, is a lot of pine and spruce and fir trees. A lot of evergreen.
Yeah, I've never really seen those kind of trees before.
Um, and nestled amongst the trees, kind of backed up to a small lake, is this cabin. It looks dark and quiet. What do you do?
And who lives here? See?
An old friend. His name's Kalar.
Old friend.
He's one of the adventurers who rescued me way back when.
And why are we here?
Question. What race are they?
He's an elf.
Ew.
Let me double check that.
No, you're right.
For what specific kind?
I think he's a wood elf,
Ah, so
but
Yes, he's a wood elf.
He's not from Tahana.
No, but I wonder if you at least heard of it.
Not every wood elf from Tano, Danny.
That's what I said. He's not from Tahana.
I'm just curious if you at least heard of it. Being a wood elf and that kind of stuff. don't know if they
But
keep tabs on-
the cabin right now is dark and still. It doesn't look like anyone's home. You're still about, I don't know, 300 feet off.
Esmar, if you could remove the cloud form.
I mean, you can just get out of it.
It's true. I'm gonna make my way to the front door and then remove my cloud form.
Okay, so you float over in this spectral cloud form, and then stand for a minute on like this covered front porch. Even though you're like kind of ethereal, like the chill of the rain still got to you. It was not a pleasant flight. And it's nice to be under something that's covered.
Can I alter myself real quick?
I believe it's also concentration.
That's fine. We don't need to fly around anymore. I guess so.
Sure. What do you alter yourself as?
Oh, wood elf.
Okay. It's like the only ones that you're familiar with are of the Tano, so you transform into one of dark skin and blondish reddish hair. No, other than that, your features are up to you.
I will pretty much basically make myself look like myself, but as if I was a wood elf.
Okay.
Very minor changes.
Once I'm
Yeah, you're out of cloud form. Vath,
Okay.
when Esmore does this, it's the first time you've seen him do it. It kind of looks like Mystique changing. It's different from him wild shaping. Wild shape is kind of creepy and unsettling. The alter self is more subtle.
But still creepy and unsettling.
Well, I mean, sure.
It's
Take
as
it how
much
you
just creepy and unsettling.
I take personal offense to that.
You
That's
should.
okay.
It was directed at you.
Half the shit you do is fucking unsettling.
That was out of character, man. I should have said that.
Yeah, but it's unsettling in a different way, like an oh shit, he could fucking kill me kind of way. Yours is Esmore's creepy and unsettling.
All right.
I could kill you.
Zine, you are now
Um,
at the front door.
I'll just
Follow
not.
Zine.
As you go up to knock, you notice that there is like a handwritten sign, that that says, be back soon.
Like he's expecting company. Oh wait, I can't read that.
No, you two are still very far away.
Yeah, y'all are like still like 300 feet away.
Yeah.
I imagine that was right behind Z.
If you want to move up to
Well,
Zine, you can.
It seems he stepped out for a moment.
Yeah, I'll do that.
300 feet away. Why are you whispering to us?
Me?
Yeah.
Esmo's right here.
Why are you hanging out by yourself over there? Creepy
Alright.
bastard.
I'm gonna cast Sending.
Okay.
Send it to Esmore? Fuck you.
Let me mark that. Tequila. And I'll say,
Just gonna make my way over to Zine. Slowly
Yeah.
but surely.
well, we finally made it to your cabin. Seems you've stepped out. Any idea when you might return?
You get a response pretty quickly. He says, you should let me know that you're coming today. I'll be back before sundown. Don't you worry. Stay dry out there.
Alright, well, he won't be back until later in the evening. Before nightfall.
Yeah, like a
Oh,
couple
but
hours.
I got all dressed up.
You can cast that will. You can basically
just
keep
like
it
that?
up indefinitely.
Yeah, I'll just keep it up. Because, you know.
Couldn't we just like
I'll-
break in or something? Or are we not about that life?
I'm not going
I
to
mean,
break
we
into
c-
this house. Though
You
I
don't
doubt you
have
would
to.
mind if we enter. But I
I mean,
can
we-
do this, and
We could
I
go with
can bring
cereal
the
and just
mansion.
slip in. They ain't breaking in if you go with cereal and just, you know, like, find a crack in the wall or something, right?
I'm pretty sure as long as you're entering a place without permission that is locked, it would still be considered.
If there is
breaking
a
in.
way in, if it, you know, if they leave a way for people to enter, it's not breaking and entering, just entering.
It's only breaking and entering if they find out about it.
We
You
go
will
in, we
return
unlock the
home.
door, and we say that it was unlocked.
I can
have-
just make the mention and we wait.
I mean, did you-
lock
did you-
the door?
Did you try the door? Is it even locked?
I'm gonna try the door.
It's not even locked.
It was breaking and entering.
He lives in the middle of the fucking woods. What do you expect?
It's not locked.
Yeah, he's still leaving notes saying that he stepped out.
I'm going to cast prestidigitation on us to dry us off, so we're not dripping water everywhere.
I opened the door.
I already opened it.
Oh,
The door swings open, then it swings open again. Like a bad video game render.
Lag.
Ah, ah! The door! Stuck in the door! Stuck in the door! Yeah, the inside's like, it's a decently sized place. There's animal skin rugs. There's like, it's pretty clear that whoever this killer person is made all these things himself. All the wooden furniture, all the animal skins. There is a fireplace that has just ashes in it, in cold coals. It's a humble place, but it is nice and homey.
just FYI, my food will be here in like 3 minutes. So, but I'll have to step out for like literally 2 minutes. It won't take very long.
You're not allowed.
You came ill prepared.
Well, they came faster than expected. Her name's Jolene. I wonder. I had a hot one show up the other day. I'll tell that story later. Me and her had a nice conversation.
Yeah, okay.
We did. She drove a Mustang too.
Esmore,
Yes.
would you be so kind as to, I guess, hunt some creatures, rabbits or whatever?
Sure.
I figure we could just have a meal. Might as well make it. Sure,
I'm
when he
gonna-
returns.
My food's here. Be right back. Sorry. Literally like
Wow,
2
you
minutes.
got those rabbits fast.
Wow. Whenever he gets back, I'll make a survival check, if he agrees.
Yeah, basically just catch and cook something, start a fire, make a basic meal. It's funny because this computer setup's literally right next to his front door.
She was cute.
No wonder why it took you so long.
Shut up. I talked to her
Look.
for a second, then she had to go because she had another order. Pop up.
You have been asked to hunt rabbits.
For you. Or
Yes.
just any wild game.
I will show off my skills.
Okay, give me
And
a
archery
survival
hunting.
check.
Because being raised with wolves, I'm used to hunting.
Yeah, we'll
For
find out.
food. Survival.
Yeah.
It was some deer.
So you do pretty well. Probably not big game.
It's been a while.
Because that would take significantly more time. Oh yeah, Vath, you're feeling it.
Yes, sir. I rolled a 28.
I
Drinking
forgot
already?
about Hugh.
Yeah, Hugh
Well,
makes you
Hugh.
nervous in forests. You haven't been
Oh,
nervous
yeah.
in a while,
Paranoid.
but you are paranoid now. Are you chopping wood?
Oh, his fucking axe. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you like stack like 3 logs on top of each other and you cut through all 3 in one swing.
And after I do that, I'm like, what's that behind me?
Yeah, you're like, huh.
Just a blade of grass.
It's just the local skinwalker. Yeah, you, Esmore, you come back with a bounty.
A bounty.
A bounty. Plenty of, um, good tasty morsels.
Will this do?
That'll do nicely.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Takes you, I don't know. I mean, you did pretty well. It takes you about 2.5 hours of just like being out, using various
Actually, not
tricks
bad.
to lure the animals and whatnot. Maybe you turn into a bird of prey, snatch them up, what have you.
Also could use my druidcraft to make some sounds that'll lure them in, like
Yeah, there
mating
you go.
calls and stuff.
There comes the furry.
Shut up.
Okay, and you all start a fire and begin preparing a meal.
Yep. And I guess just doing that while we wait.
While we're
What kind of meal
eating,
do you prepare?
I mean, Esmore undid it.
Probably a stew.
Okay.
Sorry, I had to grab my ketchup at my bedroom.
Why is your ketchup in your bedroom?
That's a weird sentence.
Isn't that where you keep it?
The fuck? And Vath, what are you doing?
Kind of learned to tune him out. Rath was planning to, while he's eating this meal, can have a pint of Stonecrest.
So
Nice
while,
shit.
just as you are finishing the stew, it is simmering over the fire. You hear the front door open and heavy boots as you see this wood elf, significantly older than Zane. He's probably around, oh gosh, maybe 300 years old. Keep in mind the elves can live to like 500 to 700 years old. So he's solidly middle-aged for an elf. He's got kind of short, rough hair. His hair is dark, dark brown to black. His skin is lighter than the Tahano elves,
And he swings a bag down off his shoulder and sets it next to the door with a heavy thud. And he looks up at you all and says,
I was wondering when you were going to arrive. Zine, you've grown up so much.
Really, she
It's
seems the
been
same
too
height
long.
to me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You should have seen her when she was 12.
Probably didn't grow that much.
Yeah, probably about the same height.
Looks
That
like you
would
all got
be
started without me.
weird.
He picks up the bag and like brings over, and you can see a field-dressed deer inside the bag.
Well, I figured a
Esmore, why
little
can't you
surprise
do
when you
that?
got home would be nice.
I had limited time.
You did pretty well for yourself. Smells delicious. We can save this one for later. He heads over to the corner of the cabin, lifts up like a trap door, and heads down into what you can assume to be a cellar. And you hear him call up from there. Is it safe to assume that you all drink?
That's a dangerous question for one of us.
And that would be him. Yes, we do.
I
Um,
drank.
you can
I was
hear
talking
him.
about that. Lock your fucking wine and shit.
you can hear him rummaging down there, and like tinks of like glass on glass as he comes up with 3 bottles of wine.
Where's Vast share? Where's ours?
Vath typically carries his own.
That's I like keep the exotic shit on me. I'm more of a beer guy.
I think you should try this. And he sets it down in front of you. It's a bottle with no label. It's dark glass. You can see the liquid inside, but you can't really discern its color.
Take your time with it.
It's gonna drink it like straight out the bottle.
Should we eat?
Sure
Yes.
thing, it just finished. Then I'll start plating food. Or bowling. soup.
He helps you like hand out the bowls. They're like hand carved wooden bowls. Well, we certainly have a lot to catch up on.
Many stories can be told, that's for sure. I've seen things that a lot of adventurers probably couldn't believe.
I'm just staring up and down this wood elf.
He like hardly acknowledged that you are also a wood elf. He seemed to be unbothered.
I'm just curious. I'm gonna ask him. You're lighter skinned.
And you're darker skinned. What of it?
I never seen one as light as you.
He's gonna make it a race thing, isn't he?
I mean, he did with me.
Shut up, Shrewd.
There it is.
Yep, there he goes.
Seem to have made some fine companions, Zine.
They're a bit particular.
Don't make fun of me.
So, well, I know her name. What are your names?
I'm bad,
Alright.
and he's stupid.
Bitch, I'm Esmore.
Bitch Esmore. Alright. Well, I'm Kilar.
I hate this guy.
I'll grow on you. Don't worry about it. I'm Kilar. And, well, seems like you've already made yourself a home. Welcome to the
Sorry,
High
you-
Forest.
I'm sorry. Did you say asshole? Okay, sorry. Nice to meet you, asshole.
Asmore.
Oh, I can handle Esmore. You should have seen some of the other folks I've traveled with. That's when I think we're gonna be friends.
I'm like kind of squinting at him, like a bit of stare, like a pout, like a.
He
I'll probably
he,
look
he
at him
has
as
like
what
a
he's
slight
seething.
slight smirk on his face. So,
My arms crossed, like.
grand adventurers, tell me some stories.
I died last week.
Team died
Oh,
a few months back.
I assume you haven't joined the club.
Nope.
Your
Yeah.
time will come.
I hate this guy.
Everyone does eventually.
I hate this guy.
Don't
You
worry,
first,
we all
old- you-
hate. Don't worry, we all hate you.
You first, old man.
Well, I've already had my turn. Don't worry about that.
Do it again.
We'll all die forever eventually. Oh, what was he like? Kind of like motions to you, Vath. So what was the situation?
Well, we were. I don't remember too much about it. It's kind of hazy, I'll be honest. But we were in this big chapel, and this weird like guy who was like supposed to be a leader of Zine. What's it called?
The
Orchestra?
orchestra?
Yeah, that.
Oh,
Turns
you went
out
to the
he was
Feywild, didn't you?
Yeah, that.
Well, that was your first
Yeah.
mistake.
Oh yeah, you're telling me. And turns out he was a lot stronger than I expected, and he killed me. But it was as if a message of God telling me, your time's not up yet. Wake the fuck up. And then I killed him.
Huh. You must be favored.
Everybody gets one.
First.
Oh, some folks aren't so lucky. What about you, Zane? What happened?
Have you heard the news of Neverwinter?
I get news occasionally.
About its falling to an army of drow and a shadowed dragon?
I just heard about the dragon. The drow is something new, but
Well, we were there when it happened and got away, and went back and liberated it. And I wouldn't recommend getting hit by a dragon's breath.
I wouldn't recommend that either.
Feel like a dragon's breath wasn't the only thing you got hit by. I don't remember too much about that though.
Yeah,
No,
what
it
was that?
more like
Was that headed creature that? What was that thing?
I think his name was Alphonse.
No. Before that. See, he knows what I'm talking about. That she likes to blame me for.
what? I like Noah's genuinely
I
confused.
I, I
guess I didn't pick
legitimately
up
don't know what you're
where-
talking about.
Yeah,
I just
it
remember the sunburst.
It was that It was before all that. It was
we got that much.
It was guarding a little horde itself. It's kind of like a
Was it a chimera?
chimera. Was it a chimera? Something like
Yeah.
that. It had like 3 heads, whatever
Yeah,
it was.
it was a chimera.
Yeah, that thing almost killed you.
Almost killed me, but it didn't actually finish the job.
You're welcome. I thanked you.
I already thanked you.
And you also blamed me.
Anyways,
So you killed the thing.
It is dead. It
Oh.
was in the
That's all that people are gonna remember. That's all that matters.
Don't know if we told anyone. It was within a labyrinth.
Yeah, okay, who knows about that?
Oh, I mean, I was talking about the dragon, but sure.
Oh, the dragon, yes. We've sent word through many different people, and I believe Waterdeep's going to help with the reconstruction. We have friends within the city.
Give me an insight check.
While they're talking, I'm gonna take off the mask.
Oh, you're wearing the dragon mask?
yeah.
Why?
I
I
forgot I was wearing it.
I didn't realize. Were you wearing it like the entire time?
Pretty fucking sure I was.
Oh,
I don't
jeez.
remember taking it off.
If I knew that, then things would have been happening.
Oh, probably.
We'll say you haven't been wearing it. Just for the
All right,
sake of.
cool. Retcon.
Yeah.
I like it.
You get one.
Everybody gets one.
Like
Where's
when you
mine?
mention that Waterdeep is helping with the reconstruction, you can see like he makes just a tiny bit of a face. Like he like dislikes that idea, but you're not sure why. Says, well, he pours some of. It looks like. So it's not. It's decidedly not wine that comes out of these bottles. He pours them into some wooden goblets, and passes them around. Raises it and says, "To the new heroes of Neverwinter."
Can I inspect it before I drink it?
Sure.
I just want to make sure it's not poisoned.
I'll just drink it. Follow along with the cheers.
He like before he takes a sip, he looks at you, Vath, and says, "Be careful with this one. Doesn't treat your kind too well." And he takes a drink.
Wait, his kind. Wait a minute. Hang on.
I was hoping you didn't catch that.
I'm gonna perk up and look at him as he said that. Like, what?
What? What are you worried about? Esmore?
Oh, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
a good elf after all.
Right. I'm gonna just down the hatch.
Hmm.
I'm gonna drink like take a small sip.
I mean, it is elven spirits, like bourbon or whiskey, but of elven make, and like for Zine and Kalar, it's like any other like spirits, high alcohol content, but other than the normal effects of alcohol, it doesn't really do anything. For you, Vath,
Take like a really small sip. I'm like,
yeah,
if I'm getting warned.
it's as if it has like twice the alcohol content. Interestingly enough, for you, Esmore, because you are currently altered, which physically changes your form, you're not like disguised selfed. It's seems normal.
Oh, thank God.
Dang it.
Someone get me a shot glass.
I wanted him to just drink it and just face to the table.
Killer just like smirks, and he stands up and gives you a little carved cup.
You know, Vath, I didn't think there was an alcohol you couldn't handle better than me.
Or me.
That one is a surprise.
I mean, I'm not
Me
used
too.
to. I'm not used to this kind of drink. As I said, I'm more of a beer kind of guy.
I really want to figure this guy out. I really do.
This one takes a while to make. Typically something that humans don't have the patience for.
Can I say to him in Druidic, where are you from?
Like, he looks at you and says, "I have no idea what you're saying."
Never mind.
Well,
Try
Doesn't
French.
Vath, try friend.
Do you guys
think
even
that's a
know
word, a real
that Vath
language.
speaks French?
He
They fucking
said
know.
it.
He said it.
Okay.
I probably brought it up like once.
Like, Zine, you probably know that that's a
fairly common language of Baldur's Gate, but
Not a tongue that I would know.
no.
That's for sure.
I feel like maybe in
Not if
Baldur's
you're
Gate
not
like
from
once or
Baldur's
twice.
Gate.
He said, "Huh, I can have one more language. Let's put French."
Yeah. Fucking jackass.
You allowed it.
Like it's not even like an actual like language on my character sheet, but I feel like it's just like a fucking joke that like Bath has, like just as a character.
Danny, you can't be mad. You allowed it.
I mean, on Zine sheet it says orchestra.
Yeah, but that was just a play on words because I'm a bard.
You guys have to have some fun. Can't play by the rules all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah.
It's just orchestra.
Yeah.
Haha.
Haha.
Big memes.
Aha.
I always forget
hate
about that.
I didn't know that. Now I hate you.
Oh, I
I was,
forgot
I
to
was,
see in
I was kidding. I was kidding before when I said I hated you, but now I actually hate you.
there.
So what's the next plan? Where are you going from here?
From here we go to Gorzon.
No plan.
He just
I'm
like
gonna charge on in.
slowly nods at the name.
Thought he died when we rescued you, but as it turns out, it's a slippery bastard.
I certainly wish he had.
I think we all do.
Did I ever get a
And-
messenger bird back from either one of the two?
Not yet.
Okay, make sure. Been a couple days, so.
You did cast it, and it would have taken 4 days to get back to you, and then you moved even farther away.
Ah. Can't think about that. Except the Gores are actually closer to him.
It's actually the same distance.
Ah.
Galar says,
So you came all this way? What do you need from me?
It wasn't a need. It was just a want. It's
Oh.
been some time since I've last seen you, and this next battle will be a fierce one. Figured I could at least make a stop and see you.
Well, unfortunately, my days of adventuring are probably at their end.
Yeah.
Prefer to
man.
stay here at the lodge and, be self-sufficient.
I wouldn't ask for you to come. It's just
Did a
something I
lot
need to
be
settle.
old?
Yeah. I think Gorazar is a ghost of my past that is unfortunately haunting yours.
But he'll be dealt with. I'm confident in this. These two are fairly strong.
As you say that, I'm gonna drop my elf form and go back to the human and try this drink again.
he's so like Kilar like kind of like sizes both of you up, and as like he's sizing you up, as more you drop it, and you see like Kilar kind of like raise an eyebrow, and you, how big of a drink do you take?
I'd gulp because it didn't taste normal to me, so I don't know.
Yeah, he just like watches you, and it is if your insides are lit on fire.
As he finishes the drink, I'm like, careful, it's hard.
I run out. I run out of the house outside screaming.
I warned him.
I mean, I did too.
He's an eccentric one, but he's reliable.
I mean, out of the three of you, he's the one who hasn't died yet. So
He's reliable for sure, but
He.
some,
Go ahead.
his ego could be a bit too much for his own.
Oh, he's got less ego than others. I
Fair.
think you lucked out with him.
I'm outside punching trees.
Unfortunately, as reliable as he is in combat, he's a bit of an idiot.
He's gotten better though.
I wouldn't say that.
I mean, at least now sometimes he'll think about things before doing them.
All you hear is me outside screaming, and I'm pounding of trees falling over me, punching them.
I mean, you say
The
one
string's
thing,
the
but
tree's
his
way stronger
actions
than your
dictate
fists.
another thing.
Like you're strong, but
Even when they
like
talk,
you are still punching hard wood.
I'm punching them until they fall down. I'm just punching like fall down. Fall down.
Yeah, you
Do
you
these
find a
doors
dead
have a
tree that
lock
kind
on
of
them?
splinters every time you hit it.
What was that, Jared?
Do these doors have a lock?
I have no need for locks.
Damn.
What? You guys, at least Zine told me that she was coming, and no one else is out here. I pretty much know if someone's in my house before I get to it. Expect an old adventurer like me not to have some precautions.
Fair. You seem like you can handle yourself.
I knew as soon as you guys walked in.
I turn into an earth elemental and start punching trees.
Jesus.
Keller like looks over your shoulder like through the window. So he can't handle himself. Knew one like that once.
Yeah.
It's quite useful since we all seem to be spellcasters.
Yeah, that can be a good or bad thing.
I'll like shout out the door.
Which I am now in the fetal position as a earth elemental crying. Like walking back and forth, like I'm
You can't walk in fetal position.
rolling
Rock.
back and forth.
He's
Oh,
rock.
rocking.
Yeah.
Ew.
Haha. Jokes.
It's gonna yell outside. Esmore, is it safe to say you're sleeping outside tonight?
I just crawl into the ground.
And like
I think
it's
that- I
still
think that's a
still
yes.
heavily raining outside.
Yeah, he's sleeping outside tonight.
I'm sure he'll
No,
be fine.
I still find it best to use the mansion. Can't be scryed
Mansion?
upon there. I have a wonderful trick up my sleeve.
I'm sure you've learned a lot of things since the last time I saw you.
I'll show you. And I will step outside of the house and start placing this stuff on the ground, tap on the frame with the spoon, and summon the magnificent mansion.
Is it changed in any way?
No, probably still the same. Although one of the rooms would have been changed if Kilar would like to stay in there instead of his cabin to be something similar to his cabin.
He like looks up at the like he's still standing on his porch, so like looking up at the door frame.
Would you like to see?
Sure.
Esmore, we're going in the mansion.
Poke my
And
head
I'll
out of the
step
ground.
inside.
Poke my head out of the ground, look around.
I'll step inside.
He follows. Give me an insight check.
I wish I could read.
He's just like observing everything on the inside.
When did you learn to do this?
Not too long ago, we used to have a small little hut kind of thing. It was more of a dome.
I'm familiar with that one.
Think of it of a upgraded version.
An upgrade. Yeah.
I can change it how I like and Even every room inside can be different every time I cast a spell. You can't be scryed upon or anything like that, so it's pretty safe. Which has been
As
helpful.
you're talking to him, there's some uh, invisible servants who like come and like take his coat, and he's like, "What is happening?" As he is like being taken care of.
There's a whole bunch of essentially servers, but they're invisible. They can bring you food, drink.
Yeah, ever
That's
since
about the most they can do.
you were a little girl, you never ceased to amaze me.
And he starts walking around the inside of the mansion.
I'll just walk around with them, chit chatting, doing whatever.
I do come inside, by the way.
Okay.
Just to be clear.
Are you still an earth elemental or?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Vath, what are you doing?
That's
fit
just
through
gonna
them?
wander off on his own.
Can I
Okay.
fit through that door frame?
You squeeze. You're technically a large creature, so you have to squeeze. But yes, you'll be
Okay.
able to fit.
Why would I drop it? I'm not gonna wait for transformation. God.
So Vath, you're wandering off.
Yep,
Where are you going?
just walking around, you know. Not really any objective, just aimlessly walking around.
I mean, the axe makes you paranoid. Certainly.
Yeah.
Even inside the mansion?
I assume he was outside.
I mean,
Oh, I thought he was
I
inside.
mean,
my bed.
where are you wandering? That's what I was asking.
oh, where I was wandering? I mean, yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it in the forest. Fuck it.
Okay.
Make it interesting.
Yeah, the axe makes you unusually paranoid, but you actually give me a second. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
I'm not running the mask. I'm gonna use luck. That's a 16.
Okay. You just have a sense of unease. Not directed towards Kalar, but just with the things that you have to do. And
Yeah.
facing like you've seen Gorzar once, and he has Arlen, and you know what Black Razor can do.
Yeah.
And Zine mentioned this third person, but the unknown is not comforting in the slightest.
I have a couple ideas. After wandering off for a bit, I'll return.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the mansion, what are you doing?
What is Asmore doing?
Yeah, what is Osmore doing? He comes in
right
the
now,
mansion as
right
an earth
now,
elemental.
I'm staring at the dining table.
It's covered with
Like
food,
I'm
as usual.
I'm, like with a contemplating look on my face.
As contemplating as a rock can look.
The
Yeah.
funniest thing for Vath to walk into.
I'm highly considering something. I just haven't made my mind yet. So
Don't start wrecking stuff.
I raise the fist and think.
When Kilar opens the door that has his name, what does the inside look like?
Kind of similar to how I have mine set up. It's like a rustic wood flooring, as if he were just entering another kind of cabin. Nothing fancy, but homey.
I like you just see him just like standing in the doorway, just looking at the room. And he stands there for a couple minutes.
The room I have for myself is similar, though it's modeled more after the house that I used to live in back with Zealand. Asmore's has trees and a hammock, foliage. Vath's is just a common room. Nothing fancy or different, but I could make it to pretty much whatever I wish.
It's amazing, Zine.
And I can only think of what more I'll be able to accomplish. If I hadn't followed in yours and Zelo's footsteps, then this probably wouldn't have happened.
It's mostly Zila's work, but I appreciate the compliment. He like turns back towards you, and you can see he's a little wet in the eyes.
She'll just give him a hug.
That's my cue. Smash.
What are you doing?
I'm smashing the dining table. Just my hand had held up, as I went straight down on the table.
So it kind of does a little bit of a seesaw action. It is quite a large table, but you are quite strong as an earth elemental. So when you bring your fist down, you absolutely demolish the legs on your side, and it just kind of goes whoop, and all the food on the far end of the table just gets launched towards you. Vath, you step into the mansion, and you see food spilling out into the main hall. And then you make eye contact with Zine and Kilar, who have just finished embracing.
I'm gonna take a look at Zine and Kalar. I'm gonna look into the dining room. Do I see Esmore?
Not from where you're standing.
I see the food on the floor. Vath's just gonna sigh to himself and walk back out of the mansion. And just say to himself, too fucking tired to deal with this shit right now. I'll be back in I'll be back in 20 minutes.
Think he's throwing a tantrum.
Kilar walks into the main dining room, and you are just like, you're just like hulking over this destroyed table. Kilar just like pulls out one of the non-destroyed chairs and just takes the seat next to you.
I just kind of look at him like, the fuck.
He just stares back at you.
I'll just
I'm,
lean
I'm,
in
I'm,
the
I'm gonna
doorway.
I'm gonna grab a chair, and I'm gonna sit
It's an earth
right next to him.
elemental.
Yep.
You crush the chair.
I just stay sitting.
I can tell they both care for you. Different ways, but you're important to them.
I'm gonna give like a confused, like a head tilt, like a confused look, like okay. I'm gonna grab like a little bit of food that's probably hopefully still on the table, and I would like just gesture it to him, like you hungry?
What food did you grab?
Uh, Meat.
You're not the most gentle as an earth elemental. It's very hard to grab things with your big stone fingers. I'm okay. That stew is quite filling.
I'll just toss it in my mouth. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna drop my elemental form.
You're sitting amongst thrown food and splinters of wood.
That alcohol burned.
I did warn you.
It didn't taste bad at first.
Well, it's because you were in wood elf. Us of elven kind can handle that particular drink far better than others. Even does some kind of number on dwarves. Seen it firsthand. It's kind of funny.
Huh. Curious. Anyways, I'm good now. I feel better.
So what do you think of Gorazar? I assume both you and Vath have seen him.
Oh yeah, he's an asshole.
That's one way to put it.
I mean, he already threatened me just the other day. So I sent him a messenger. I haven't heard back. Bet he's scared.
Uh, he just says, "What do you mean you spoke to him?"
I mean, I just sent him an animal messenger. He knew I was spying on him. And he talked some shit. I couldn't say shit back because, you know, I can't talk while I'm scrying, so I just sent a response through an animal messenger.
How long ago?
A couple days.
Kilar stands up and goes out of the mansion.
I will follow.
I'm gonna
Uh,
look confused.
I was just standing out there.
I'm gonna walk out too.
Do you realize that animal messengers return to you?
Uh-huh.
He knows you
Oh.
sent it. Do you think he could not just follow it?
Why would he if he knew we were coming anyways?
Do you not understand the element of surprise?
Do I hear this? 'Cause I'm just standing
Yeah.
outside.
He
Did
knew we
something?
were coming anyways. There's no surprise if he knows
Kilar
we're
Did something
coming.
happen?
Goes inside his lodge and starts like collecting his like bow, and he grabs a like an elven longsword, and he starts like equipping himself.
Hold on, what happened? I'm confused.
Edmore, fuck up.
I'm talking to Kalar about this, by the way. I'm asking him like what happened because he's preparing
Your
his ship.
friend there decided to send Gorazar an animal messenger.
Oh, those come back, don't they?
Yeah.
Uh,
So, unfortunately, I wish you all could stay longer, but if that bird comes here, then, and he followed it,
the bird won't be the only thing returning.
You know what? Hang on. I'll save everybody the trouble. No one needs to go anywhere. The bird only comes back to me. Correct?
I know what you're about to say. Shut the fuck up.
I'm going to the nearest tree. And I'm going to um cast transport via plant and travel back to where I was whenever I sent the animal messenger.
there were no sizable trees in that area.
The closest one to it. The
Uh,
first away from.
because you were already a cloud when you were flying over the high forest.
I'm
You're
pretty sure
gonna,
like one of these trees at least.
yeah, but you're already a cloud. You're gonna have to give me some kind of check. Because you were moving quick. And to identify a tree big enough, I don't know what kind of check you have to give me, but
Well, if not, then I can just pick a tree that I know of.
it's true. Killer says,
Ooh, what that tree I was at whenever where Zine abandoned 9.
Over White Plum Mountain.
Yeah, you left him by that tree by himself. The poor bastard.
you left him with the Gorgon.
Oh no, we left him with the Gorgon
Yeah.
Ah,
in the woods.
Yeah.
I try you staring. At the...
Killer says, you're either gonna have to wait until it gets to you, and hopefully it wasn't followed, or get far enough away where it can't get back to you.
I can definitely get far enough away where it can't get back to me.
You understand the risk of this, don't you? Esmore.
You know, I could just stay and lead Gorzar back here.
Do you think threatening me is the right move right now?
I'm gonna bulk up and say, did I just threaten you? Or you need to rethink about what I just said.
Is this really the time for either of you to be arguing?
I don't think you understand Gorzar.
I don't think you understand me. You just met me. As we're about to get serious.
Listen, your two squabble isn't what should be the focus right now.
Esmore, can you turn us to clouds?
No. Not until tomorrow.
How long ago did you send it again?
2 days ago.
We need to get out of here.
Kilar, uh,
I can't even transport via plants today.
Kilar is intimidating to say the least at the very moment.
Yeah, that's no care.
Like getting away from here to prevent Gorzar from knowing where Kilar lives. Because I don't think you necessarily know the history there. Even Zine probably doesn't know the full thing. But there's more than one way to solve this issue.
I don't know enough about this spell to really deal with this, so this is really out of my hands.
Well, some people would, calm the hell down. I can give you my plan.
What
I
is your
mean,
plan?
do that, but I don't blame him for being mad.
Because mine is I just teleport us.
Well, mine is a little bit easier.
Oh,
Y'all just might have to deal without me for a day or so. I'm pretty sure y'all can handle that. Ezra's kind of pissed off right now, so.
Esmore, my issue isn't just that you're leading Gorazar here. My issue is that you might not return.
Well, better one not return than everybody.
Or
Like he said, isn't it? Everyone gets their time, right?
I
but we
understand
have ways to deal with that.
Yeah,
if
then
you're
deal with
okay.
that
Fine,
later.
you can leave. I'm coming with you though.
No, you're not.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? How are you gonna follow me?
I mean, you're less likely to die if I'm with you, right?
And you're less likely to die if you're not with me.
That's fine. I don't have anyone waiting for me, anyways.
Neither do I.
Okay, boys. I can take us back to Waterdeep.
You're not coming with me, Zine. If
We
all
just
people,
have to
you're not
get you
coming with
further
me.
away.
Yeah, me. Further away. I don't want to get too far to where it's going to be a hassle to get back. But I can at least lead them off the trail. All I gotta do is polymorph myself into a bird and just fly away. And keep flying. I can fly for 3 hours. As
That
fast
can
as I
take us
can.
halfway across the continent to another city.
Why lead Gorzard towards a city of people?
Do you really believe he's gonna show up in Waterdeep? Or that your messenger will make it back? If we make it that far.
Zine,
Gorzar's to the
it's enough of a
northwest.
threat not to risk it.
Fine. Teleport me somewhere. I'll make my way back.
A bit limited on time here, so
Alright. I'll start casting teleportation circle.
Okay.
I'm going alone. Just so we're clear.
Alright.
if you're so insistent on it.
Bass, you need to stay just in case. I know you can protect Zine if need to. In case he somehow still comes in this direction for whatever reason, or sends someone in this direction, because he's going to notice the messenger just randomly changing direction. I highly doubt Gors are stupid. He's going to know something's going on.
You have a way to get back?
I have a way to get back. I need you to stay here to keep an eye on Zine. I don't give a fuck about this guy right now.
Fair enough.
But at least keep Zine safe.
Okay.
damn
Where's
it.
the teleportation circle going to?
The orphanage in Waterdeep.
And Vath is going to put on the mask.
Esmore, it might have been a mistake, but you're doing the right thing.
I don't want to hear it from you.
Pick me
Fortunately,
up some
we don't have time
chalk
to
if you
argue
can.
about this.
I will get you some chalk. And
And-
before I walk into the circle, I'm gonna look back at Zine's. What was his name?
Kilar.
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 I'm gonna look back at Kilar and say, "You see my childish side. Don't test my serious side."
Your serious side might be needed.
I'm not even gonna say a word to him. I don't even want to talk to him right now.
I'll get Zine to update you if something happens. I mean, she'll probably do it anyways, but just be ready.
Okay, get going.
Okay.
I'm
But
just
yeah,
waiting.
Vath's currently
I'm
attending the
just
mask.
I'm just waiting for the saying the circle is ready. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was casting it while this was happening.
And you step through.
Esmore be gone.
And there's a brief flash of light. The circle remains active for a few more seconds before fading, leaving a faint dusting of chalk in the pattern.
Mhm.
On the ground.
Does it stay? Does the pattern stay in the symbols?
Uh,
The same shape of
like
the symbols?
it's clear that a teleportation circle was cast here, but you would never be able to tell the destination by looking at the residue.
And I'll just muddy it up even more, try and make it not look like teleportation was cast.
No, prestidigitation completely goes away.
Okay.
Killer just like sighs.
Wouldn't let your guard down just yet. Sassy said.
Well,
Unfortunately, Zine, I'm gonna keep the mask on for the next few days.
understood.
Where'd you find the mask?
Neverwinter.
I believe we got them both in Neverwinter, actually.
I don't. Yeah, actually, we did.
One was in a temple, and the other after we slew the dragon.
Do you remember what temple it was?
Oh man, let me look.
I'll be honest, not really.
I know the name, it's on the tip of my tongue, but was it a Temple of Tiamat?
No.
No, those are not in any major city.
Yeah, I was like, that would be weird.
She is an evil dragon goddess.
Okay. Temple of Bahamut.
Yeah. That was it.
I knew it was one of the dragons.
I knew who, but I didn't know the name.
Yeah, that's where I was stuck. I had a picture in my head, but I couldn't form the name, but I found it in my notes.
Vath couldn't tell you though.
Killer sighs, not in like brief relief, but like it's just one thing after the next. And he says,
I was one of the people who put it there. And do you think it was not there for a reason?
Fortunately,
And
this
that's
is
where we're
one
gonna
of
end
the
it.
only ways.
So you get to think about that response.
I
Yeah.
hate it.
I
Yeah.
know, but
This whole session just one fucking 80. Took one step forward and 7 steps back.
Yeah.
Killer was gonna is gonna be a good time. It's gonna be
Yeah,
relaxing, but
it was gonna be a
nope.
good time,
Nope.
relaxing, see an old friend, essentially father figure, and then go fight Gorzar. But Esmore hid the animal messenger from me, so I couldn't do anything about it.
You wouldn't have
And then
thought of that either, anyways.
I would have thought about it returning, but I wouldn't have thought about Gorzar following it, but it's very possible.
Good time.
I was really tempted to say something like, remember how I told you to call Esmore stupid? Yeah, this is why.
Esmore's angry.
And stupid.
Esmore was unreasonable.
And
Alright. Well, till next time. Have a good day. See you later.